Coach, obviously not the start you guys want in the SEC, but what would a win Saturday at Ole Miss do to kind of lift the spirits up a little bit, you think?
Well, I just think for us, it's, obviously we want to get the wins, but I think it's just things that we need to do a little bit harder, a little bit longer. We're doing some good things, having some good stretches, but we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, particularly last game with not taking care of the ball. Gave them a lot of easy opportunities. Probably 10 or 11 points there at the start of the game, and it's a 2-point game at the half. So it just says that half-court defense has been really good. A lot of our offense is causing some of the problems for us on the defensive end. I got spacing and different things like that as our young guys continue to get those reps, and they want to do the right thing, but they pull into the ball, not letting the ball breathe, doing those type of things that we just got to get a little better at, and it's just continue to get the reps to do so. I don't know any other way than to just continue to watch it on film, continue to come in here and harp on the things that we know that we need to do, and for us to kind of submit and find the discipline to do it when it matters the most. It's one thing to do it in practice, but to do it under the lights and do it in the heat of battle, it takes some focus and it takes some discipline, and we got to continue to try to build that throughout our roster.
You talk about the good stretches. You feel overall the effort is there?
Oh yeah, I think our guys play hard. They play for each other. They play the right way for the most part. It's just again, it's just a matter of wanting to do it and understanding that we have to do it. I think you look at them. We have five guys in double figures, maybe 6. I think guys that who had been playing well, and in particular one of the guys that wasn't in double figures. So it's just about I think we can find enough points. We just got to cut out the some of the transition things that we give up. We want to make sure that we got make teams play against our half-court defense, which has been really good. I got no complaints there. It's just when we don't take care, we don't run our lanes in transition, and we're not disciplined there. See, we have some careless turnovers, and they're costly, and we got to try to avoid those. And I think you see the difference. Then we won't have to worry about the holes, those things that take care of themselves. The wins that take care of themselves once we do the things that we need to do to a little bit longer.
You guys have been better taking care of the ball before LSU, 5 or 6 games with less than 10 turnovers. Was there a difference in LSU noticed, or was it something they did?
They're a good defensive team. I think they're probably 7th in steals, so they're a good steal team. But I just thought it was things that we don't really. It's not our scheme, not what we do in transition. We want to run. We talked about trying to play a little bit faster, but we want to hit ahead and get the ball up the sideline and not throw cross-court passes. And a couple of those turnovers were cross-court passes that led to uncontested dunks. And so I think you take those away. We got a little bit less of a turnover number and more opportunities to go and score the basketball ourselves. And that's what it comes down to. These games are going to be in the margins, in the balance, and I think it gives us a better chance to actually play from ahead a little bit more without those mistakes. And but I think we're going to be there either way. We're going to have an opportunity to hang around and be in the game. We had an opportunity to win that game with 15 turnovers. So those are possessions that we would love to have back and try to get a shot at the rim for.
Have there been any changes to Lee Dort's status with the program?
No, there's no changes to his status as of right now.
Yeah, is there anything specific that needs to happen for that to change?
No, I think we know it's probably as much as you guys know about the proceedings, and we're just waiting to hear from those proceedings. And once we have all the information from that, we'll be able to. I think the university and everyone will be able to make some decisions from there.
You guys have only had a couple of true road games so far. Obviously, this is a tough league to go out and win on the road. What do you need to see from your guys to not only survive in some of these road games coming up, but thrive in those opportunities?
Again, I don't think it's about that. I think I just said it, from the standpoint of just continuing to do the things, the positive things that we're doing them longer. It doesn't matter where the game is played. Still going to have an opportunity to execute. Having noise in the gym, dealing with that, the emotion of playing, in the heat of battle, playing in those environments. I think our guys have done that before. All of our guys played at a high level in college. They played, some of them in championship games, so that they've seen that before. We went to Memphis. There's not a more, I think, environment. It's not a more college-like environment than what we saw down there, and our guys went down there and played well and had an opportunity to win that game. So it's not about that. I think they welcome that. They welcome the opportunity to play in front of a packed house, and I think that's that's not what our concern is. The arena or going on the road. It's just about again submitting to the discipline that's necessary for us to pull these games out. Not just be in the game and have an opportunity to win them, but do those things a little bit harder, a little bit longer on both ends, not just on the defensive end, but offensively. I think, like I said, our spacing. There's opportunities for us to duck in harder. There's opportunity for us to screen better, and those are all the things that we as the coaches got to continue to harp on and make sure that we come up with good things in practice, so they become secondary in the games.
Ole Miss, obviously a team that they went up to Tennessee, got blown out, but they bounced back nicely, blew out Florida last night. What stands out, when you see them on film, and what do you expect from them when you face them Saturday?
Well, obviously, I think they're shooting the ball at a great clip across their roster. All their wing guys that take shots, shooting like high 30s, 48%. So again, we got to defend them. Got to close out to them with a stick hand and make them make shots, make them miss. But otherwise, looking at them, you just see the length and the shot blocking. Those guys Sharp, C-Safe. Those guys are really good rim protectors. So we have to go and drive and have a plan. We can't go in and I think they had 15 blocks last night. So they definitely went out and secured them a team. Through whatever channels they did, they secured them a team that's formidable. Obviously, we watched the Tennessee game, saw some of the things that they did, and feel like we play a little bit of a similar style. So if we execute, we can have some success. But if we go in again without a plan, not looking to make the extra passes and make them work on defenses and try to throw penny shots, what we like to call penny and nickel shots up at the rim, then that won't be to our advantage. We need to go in, play off two. I think we can get these guys. They're going to jump at everything. Maybe create some foul opportunities, but more so pull some triggers to where we can get some really good looks on the weak side if we're disciplined enough in our attack.
What do you make of Tyler Tanner, Karis Ball, and Jamie Vincent's skill sets?
Those guys are talented. Obviously, really good scorer. Karis has been, shooting it at an unbelievable clip, scoring it at an unbelievable clip. I've been watching some of the things that he was doing. Tyler, like I said, I still liken him to Jason Kidd, just with his vision and ability to control the game. And Jamie, his size alone is an asset on both ends of the floor, and he has the ability to. Probably the strength of his game right now, even though he can play with his back to the basket, is popping out and shooting threes. So he should fit in well. All three of those guys are fitting in well and into our future, and hopefully they continue to progress, through to the rest of their season and into the summer to be ready to contribute next year.
Was it cool for you to get an O'Kill guy with Jamie?
Yeah, we talked about that, laughed at about it a little bit. He's a really shy, kind of introverted kid, and I was like, man, you see my jersey on the wall up there? He's like, I don't know. so they're like, man, next time look up, you might see your coach name up there. But no, he's a good kid. Again, hopefully we get these kids in here and starting to build and work with them. But the ones that's on the roster right now is more of my focus right now.
What do you like most about the way Rivera Torres has taken advantage of his opportunities so far?
He's a confident kid. He has a natural ability to. He's got a scorer's mentality, but again, he's still learning a lot. He's still, making a lot of mistakes. It's good to see him, score the basket, to have somebody on the floor. When we have, scoring droughts and we need to see the ball go in the hole, he has the ability to do that. But he also has the ability to give it back on the other end. So those are the things that we're trying to continue to get him to improve on, and he has, and he will continue to do so. But it's just that, again, submitting to the discipline to do it every time and not let the moment, the heat of the battle, and just all of the enthusiasm and inspiration and motivation, all those type of things get in the way of focusing on what his job need to be on a particular possession. I mean, I love the three. I love getting the crowd excited, but it's all for naught when you don't run back and match up and to get an easy three in transition. And those are the type of things that has happened kind of, for Jason early on. But we're going to continue to work with him and all of our freshmen. I mean, I could go down the line. Isaiah, I think before he got hurt, he was doing some really good things. I mean, Carter Lang had 3 offensive rebounds. JQ had 3 offensive rebounds. That's what we need when we're not shooting the ball well. We need guys to crash, and that's one thing that Jason has at his position. We need him to go to the offensive boards well. Yeah, we see him score, but we don't see him. See him get 1 offensive rebound every 39 minutes. So we got to get that better, and we got guys that can get them at once every 10 minutes. So there's a big gap in that. So those are the things that we need him to continue to improve on. And like I said, I think he's a competitor. He wants to get better, and I think he will continue to improve on those things.
How do you evaluate Jason's defense? Obviously, there's stretches of him being really disruptive and making plays, but as a whole, what do you want to see more from him?
I just want him to be solid, right? I think he just has a knack of finding the ball. I mean, and I think there's opportunities within our defense for him to do that. I think when we come in trap and we want to be aggressive, we want the guys in the trap just to be solid. And I think he has a tendency to want to reach and grab, and he gets his hands on some deflections, and he tricks the defense a little bit. He tricks the grading because of his deflections, and being as having natural instincts like that, we give positives for those deflections and steals and stuff. And he might have 5 mistakes, but he got 7 deflections. So it's like it looks like he's positive, but I'm not easily fooled. He's still got a way to grow, and but again, we'll help him with that. But he wants it. He wants it, but he's just not there yet. Just being solid, not having to make the home run play, not having to make the big steal, not having to make the look away pass. I mean, we all enjoyed that look away dunk that he gave to Eds, but they don't all have to be look aways. They can just be simple plays, simple works too, and simple wins. And I think that's what we're continuing to try to hammer home with these guys. All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.